Hello and welcome. I'll bring you in at the beginning of this, literally starting a new Calmsden. Start from scratch, old FS19, only 500 grand, which is rather a bit of a challenge on any FS25 map. Let's go in there for mods, and I've turned the volume down just for a minute because it is a little bit loud for when you're talking. So yeah, I wanted to set myself this challenge. I've played quite a few Let's Plays now, done it all on hard economy, and sort of getting used to it, although it is tough, and it is very tough. The equipment cost, we haven't quite got enough mods really equipment-wise that it's at that point where you can sort of like pick a little tractor that's cheap, unless you were going to go for the Xylon or something like that, which is reasonable, but still you've not got any of those 28 grand tractors that you used to have, unless you're very lucky in the sales. So this is my true start. It's going to be in August, and yeah, I know what I'm going to do because I've already sort of done this. So yeah, does this let's stick my handle on. And let's go in there, turn the time down. Yeah, in fact, let's turn it down to 0.5. Now, we've got no land. Well, let's show this. Yeah, I just want to show. Yeah, it's a little bit different to FS22 and 19. You literally just went onto farmland and pressed your button down like that, and then it would highlight anything that you own. Now it's not like that, but it does show little green numbers on anything you own. Now then, you can, if you like, click on the periphery, buy it for 0. Now this I sort of noticed, you get this automatically when you get the farm, which is fairly useful because you do get this field at the back of the shop, which is Oxygen David frequently does these. I did think this bit here was, although you get it, it's not actually anything. You bump into that, it's the edge of the map. So I thought that was the free bit of land, but it really is. No. Yeah, basically we get this here. So the first thing I'm going to do is we've bought the lands per se, you could say. Thanks to Oxygen David. Right, so then let's just, yeah, it's all of this bit here. I'm going to allow myself one generator. I'm trying to use my mods that I've actually made to test before I put them into Giants for proper testing. So I'm trying to make use of as many of my mods as I possibly can. So we own all of this down the side of the road, including this bit down here as well. But I want to use the land as good as possible. Why does that not look? I was going to say, it looks like it's got no side for some reason. Right, we want generators. I'm going to go for my first one. If we can actually stick this down, the cable should sort of go like that. If we put it in B mode, we're not really taking anything terrible. Fantastic. So that's the one and only generator. It's not like the big one, the 750,000 one. It is a sandy deserty type version, as you can see. It's not the normal standard Giants one. Yeah, everything is sort of like a deserty type one that I've done. Yeah, I've not done it the BI colours. I might actually change it so it's red and black, the true BI colours. But yeah, it was one of the first things I did. I just wanted to colour it to make it my own, and change it and tweak it a little bit. Obviously, the model itself isn't originally a Giants, and I've made it into a mod, so it is, as you're allowed to do, of course. So then, we're down to 422,000. We're going to do what I normally would do. Right, now, let's have a look at the sales. The one thing you've always got to wish for on a start from scratch is that you get a lucky break. Now, we're going to go through from August all the way to March, April. Probably April, because this will grow, although it is third growth stage. We've not got any tools. I'm going to give myself a break, as I usually do, right the way to April. Because if this is what we're going to go for, then the grass grows back to third growth stage back in April. It goes March night, and then it literally goes to this fully growth stage because it dies back one stage over winter. Right, so what have we got in the sales? Are we lucky? No, we're not. Of course we're not. But now that I was saying this on another Let's Play, which is... Now, the other one thing I'm going to allow straight away is we are going to buy the shop. So this is not for me, although obviously it is... Well, it's for anybody, really, who... we're going to go for a telehandler. So we're going to put this money back, because it isn't... It's for, like, yeah, the shop's use, you could say. Let's go for the Merlot. Yep. And we want... the front loader telehandler tools for the adapter. That's now almost 150,000 exactly. And we also then want, for versatility, with transport straps, 3 no collisions and red. So it's near as damn 150,000. It's slightly more. In fact, yeah, let's do this properly. 150,400. 50,400. Straight back to where we were. Let's grab that, and we're going to do a bit of ducking and diving. We're going to use every element of the game as we're allowed. Oh, yeah, let's turn that volume back up. We would like a bit of background noise, I think. Also, let's do a baseline save so that we've got this exactly as it is. And I also want... I'll show you my settings. I want that, switch that on before you buy anything. I don't want any of this nonsense on. And it's the stop-start. Where is that? It is on this page. I always can't... Here we go. There, that's what I want. Smashing. Brilliant. So then, let's grab this and we're going to do a bit of ducking and diving. I've got that a bit too noisy. Yeah, I've got a very quiet voice. And if I don't have the volume of the vehicles down low, it really does totally overpower my voice, and then all you can hear is, yeah, there's a couple of Let's Plays where I did it for one session and I thought, oh, right. So we will indeed buy you. We don't. Nope. That's it. Fine. Yeah, we're going to do a bit of ducking and diving. We actually can buy the whole shebang. We might actually keep that for ourselves for later on. It really isn't so much use. Although, I don't know. Transport wheels. Nope. We won't buy that. Yeah, there's the 12 meter comes up quite a lot. Do we buy that? It is useful. It's a little bit small, though. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because it is really quite useful, but... no, it's this way. But it is a little bit on the small side. One of those... Always find this is one of those excruciating moments in a start from scratch where you're like thinking, well, will I regret not buying this? And then sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. So that's just a leap of faith. We're not going to win all or always make the right decision at all. So yes. And no, that's it. Yeah, the others, although they are worth something, I said this, I'm beginning to get to the point where I'm not wanting to buy anything really cheap, because though you make a grand or two, it's more about, obviously, if you're creating content, you don't want to be dragging everybody through excruciating. If it's worth sort of earning 10 grand or something like that, or even 5 grand, it really is worth doing, because it is part of the game now. It is one of those elements that is really quite good, because we've just made 12,000 through doing that. Still looking for a tractor, and we are going to go through till and hope that we do get a bit of a lucky break with a tractor. Yeah, I mean, there is a Xylon if we don't, but it would be nice to get a fairly good tractor. And hopefully a bit of equipment. Now, it is grass, so we could do the mower, but it's typical when you could do the mower, that's exactly what you don't always get, so. Okay. Yeah, we may as well do those two. And you as well. It's... Right, okay. Obviously, the bigger the item, the more profit you make. But even this is 6,000 or 7,000. It's well worth doing. If this is all we've got to do over the winter, it beats chopping trees. Especially in the minute. It is not much fun at the minute chopping trees. Yeah, it is weird. To begin with, I thought Giants had... I've tried, obviously, doing a little bit of forestry, as you do, just to sort of... But it really is a total mess, like most of the other bits of the game at the minute. I've noticed also that although we're on 1.5, we're also on 1.5.01. There was another tiny little update that Giants again have done. The manure was sort of working. That was the one thing that really bugged me the most. The graphics, if I take it out of DLSS mode, it actually doesn't glitch very much anyway. But the loss of the... Oh wow, we're really that quite close up to the what we were before, but we're still not very lucky on the... Do we buy that? No, we don't need it. No, we don't. I'm being silly. Yeah. I've got like a forage production. I've got 2 or 3 forage productions actually. We'll stick to 8. We need a torch out though. It's going to get a little bit dark going through the winter at 8 o'clock. Usually go to 9, but it does that weird little glitch. Yeah, if we get to March, April and we're not lucky, then it's just tough. Right. Ooh, nice. No, that was a nice tick up. Ooh, my favourite. Oh, my life. Wow. Fantastic. Well, this is this is a particularly good month. Not only do we get the... I love this. I love the crown. It's this is a good month. It really is. Wow, the 7R as well. Oh, wow, 332 horsepower. And it's got the attacher 3 point already as well. We will definitely have that. And we'll definitely buy that. Is it got the extension already? Oh, wow, they've changed the colour. Fantastic. I do love this. It's one of my favourites in... ooh, got the cover as well. Okay. Well, yeah. Like I can't... Hang on, why are we paying... Ah, because we don't have to have the cover. We will indeed, because we can upgrade that when we need to. Definitely grab that. Definitely. I think we're going to put narrows on straight away. Do narrow twins to make it decent grip, but I always find with the doubles that they get in the way a bit because they are much bigger than... yeah, these are nice narrows as well. Yeah. That can be our assistant for so much. We'd definitely buy that. Beacon light. No. So we've gone bailing. Fantastic. Alright, so well, really in that 1 month we've pretty much got a good start like going forwards, which is quite amazing. Right, okay, so let's crack on. October. Now that was one of the best months I've seen. To get like 4 items in 1 month is absolutely fantastic. It's always been one of those strange things where you really are either lucky or you're not. Ooh. Yeah. Oh my, that's another good tick. Oh, the little Scorpio. That'll do me. It's a stone picker. And we will buy that. Ooh, was that wise? Yeah, that is true. Yeah, how are we going to do that? It's a lorry back. Yeah, I did this once before. This is where it starts to get a bit messy. Right, well, let's lease the Schnufflestuck. We will grab that as well. It'll do away with the leasing costs if we buy that. If we now go for the Schnufflestuck, which I think is right down in miscellaneous. This miscellaneous. Let's lease it. And let's get that sold, and let's grab that one too. Yeah, I always find this, I know I'm the only one that actually does this. I've had quite a few people comment on that, but I've got to be honest, it is the sort of thing that you would do. I always try to play ultra realistic, as in like, what would you do in real life if you were going into farming and you'd obviously got a bit of a pot of money? Now, 500 grand, it seems a lot of cash. We all know I could blow that on one piece of equipment, so you really do need a bit of a hand. So I thought, well, what would you do in real life? I thought, well, you'd scour the sales, surely. And I think that is probably very true. So that's what I do. Give myself 6 months. We know that after the August start, it all winds down until the next year. So I thought, used to give myself a full year, August to August. But I thought, yeah, but you're sort of wasting the farming year. Why don't you just like go till March, April? And whatever you've not got, then you can lease or do whatever you like. And obviously now this element, this is a completely different thing that we've never had before. This where you can literally... Oh, wow. Well, I am. Yeah, well, you can obviously buy and sell. It really is quite amazing. Again, as I was saying earlier this very day on another Let's Play, that's terribly dependent on luck. It really is. Should do it this time. Yeah, I mean, the bigger the item, obviously, the more cash you're going to sort of do. If you've got the cash to actually buy them, well, they've got the loans as well, so it's not that difficult, is it really? No, I don't think you need to let go of that. Oh, no. That's it. Otherwise you can't return it. It forms a oneness with your telehandler and you can't see it. Well, it's weird. You can with some implements. And return. Fantastic. Right. Let's go through till December. Yeah, we did. Just checking. I know what I'm like. Let's go through till 9. I know it's going to do the jiggle. Yeah, so really, I do play it differently to everyone else. I do play it as a game still, but as in to show the element of the game based upon the hardest settings of the game, to see how well do I do based upon me versus the sort of game rules. That's no, we'll leave that. It lends itself really for us doing a grass start, and now we've got the baler as well. That really is very, very useful. Now you can get the front loader with the Fendt GTA, and it is very reasonable. We may well have to do that. Yeah, it's a very versatile bit of kit. You'll get some really good tick-ups. This is the one I can't work out. Why anyone would want a little tiny 10 cubic meter Flegel. I just don't know. I just don't get it. Why it's so expensive as well. And you've got the other one. Now that header, that would be well worth us actually buying for us. So let's buy that first, because it's still going to earn us quite a bit of cash, even though I just don't see why anyone would ever buy it. There's a repair this while we're actually... yeah, so this may be our front loader to begin with. Yeah, I just don't get it. Why would you... I mean, I might be missing something and somebody might like say, well, yeah, but you could use it for such and such. It's so expensive, really, for like what it is. I get carried away sometimes and I sell everything. I literally, yeah, I wouldn't be the person. I sold the very thing that I actually want to keep. It's terrible. So that we're keeping for ourselves. For future posterity. I know we might get a bigger one, but I'm quite happy. Oh, my life. That scared the living daylight out of me. I wasn't expecting that. Right, let's go through to February morning. Oh, always expect the unexpected with Farmer Simulator. Right. Oh, we have had some really decent Ooh. Wow. Now, this is a sort of a dream scenario because this is the type of thing where you've got a lot of big items. These are the ones that really do net you the most cash. If this was anything other than an English map, we might actually keep that, but yeah, obviously the bigger the item, the more cash you make from each of the sales. So this is sort of a dream. And again, this is also me trying to bring in all the elements of the game as well that we've got now. No, it's a shame we can't afford that. It's beautiful. It's half price. But we could buy a starting harvest, a brand spanking new for like a 1.5 times less than that. So wow, this is really okay. Where are you hiding? Beautiful looking bit, actually, really nice looking. This do love me articulated bit. So for the lady. Do we keep that for ourselves? I think we will. Yeah, a roller is what usually. I mean, I know sometimes the bigger one sort of is kicking around, but it's usually an awful lot more than 6 and nearly 500. Do we grab that? I don't think. I think. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of that kind. I like them where there's just the actual base without anything else. Do we? No, we'll keep it. This, however, this we will. It is a shame. I know. I mean, that's how much would be left if we did buy that for ourselves, and that is just too bad. As I said, the other thing is what I look at. Ah, I thought I'd switch that off. Yeah, the other thing that I look at is we could actually buy a standard harvester, and it would still leave us 150,000 left. Forage. Gone straight past it. I can't see if we're looking. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I mean, we can get the Massey for 104. So that's what I'm thinking. And this is also going to make us a lot of money. But it would be nice to own something like this. But I just think at the beginning, it's more about trying to get your, again, tactics, cash pots up straight away. And look, the shine and that on the leather really looks, apart from the ghost person walking through the door, it really is quite amazing. Wow, that is quite amazing. When you consider what we bought. Right, yeah, that's it. So 1 more month. No, it's April. We've got to start in April, so. Now we could actually go back to 8 o'clock now. Yeah, it is the look of the draw. I mean, like, that was enormously fortunate. Enormously fortunate to get all of those big items. It's certainly not something you would expect frequently. Now, that might be useful. In fact, both of those are really very, very useful. So I think we will. I know we need the trailer for it, but... yeah, if we're going to do it, let's do it. I'm thinking more if in the future, not right now. So, right, one more month, and then we really are going to make a start. I'm just going to do this as a session in itself. Obviously, I always do this. So we've got... yeah, no, let's just go through one more month, and then we'll literally go from there. So it's a bit of a dream team. We'll also buy the bits and bobs that we need to make a start. We're very unfortunate about mowers, but I'm not complaining. We've got things that in the long run, when we go into proper farming, when we've like... I mean, again, we could go straight into proper farming. Oh, wow, we're very fortunate on the tick-ups. Very fortunate on the tick-ups. As the person we just sold it to sold it as back. Or is this another one? One has got to ask the question. Oh, I'm not complaining. It's an extra like 24,000 profit for us by doing this, which is almost like buying the two things that we got yesterday for free. So it's win-win as far as I'm concerned. There they are. Wow, that is quite amazing. So it is April morning. Now, obviously, we've got a grass field. The grass will be... can we sneak through there? You have to like... oh, no, yeah, we can. The quickest way would be for me to hop where we were to begin with. In fact, it's that one, I think. No, it makes any difference. They're both about exactly the same length of time away. So, definitely a good choice of the generator. The grass is now third growth stage. It probably is meadow grass, but it's still grass. Now then, what I'm thinking of is I have made a mod and it's called self-sufficiency. And it is exactly what it says on the tin. Really does make a farmer self-sufficient, really. So let's go to grab that. It's one of the dearer ones of the BI Industries mods. We've got quite a few of these that are similar. But this one's a little bit special. I mean, yeah, there's these, but the preserved food factory with the cannery and the soup factory built in as well. Got a super bakery that also, as you see, does it's a grain mill and a bakery. And then we've got the bionic dairy and also the super oil plant, an enhanced one. All these lower ones are the standard BI Industry range, which are the standard Giants ones. They might be tweaked very slightly. So, yeah, we've got lots of different ones. We can make silage with the base one of those. This also makes a few more. These are different ones I did at different times. That is a production silo, which is literally, I call it the pusher because it pushes things around. And then we've got a production for the farm, which is a lower version of what we're going to buy. This does lots, and it's called self-sufficiency because it should make us self-sufficient. Right, so then, we don't have to waste much of the field. So with that in mind, I'm going to put that on the road. Every single thing of the BI Industry range is all made from reclaimed... well, actually, I could probably put it on that side, and I don't think it really makes much difference. Ooh, that is spot on flat. And yet it doesn't look flat to me. No, that's not flat. How come? Oh, because we're in B mode. Can we... probably from that point there. It's about level. I think that's not too terrible. That's absolutely not bad at all, actually. I think we're going to need to level a little bit further to make it like the road. Otherwise, it's going to do weird things. And then we need a little tiny bit of softening just to make it blend in. I do like the way they've done that. That's one thing I very definitely do approve of. Now, this mod, as I said, I'm just going to explain sort of what it does. We're also going to stick one of... Yeah, I'm trying to think. The centre, the epicenter of this field, and the bit that is going to get wasted is this bit here. Yeah, literally right there. I'm trying to think. I think what we're going to do this time is stick... Yeah, I think one with a... This has got a right nice reach. Yeah, I was going to be cheeky then. Is that the... There's not much in it. They're both... This one fills from the bottom, though. It's like a bottom filler. So let's go for one that's top filler. I like these ones because... Let's go for the cheap model. Yeah, we're going to go B mode. No, we're not going to be cheeky. Let's just leave that. It's not actually... Let's not put it in B mode. It takes an awful lot of room up though, doesn't it? Right, I think we will do that. But I think what we're going to do is... It's going to cost us a bit. We're going to level a circle. We only need the base. Cheap. Still need B mode though. But it is as flat as a pancake. Now then, is this going to work? Or is that arm... I think the arm's big enough that that should work. Let's just grab a little tiny bit of painting. Let's try and make it look just where the arm is. We want it something like... It's going to show up fairly well. Let's try and get this right. Even though there's a little bit of refraction, I would say that is about... Right. Okay. Fantastic. So, we've got that for fertilizer and lime and things like that, even though we can make our own with this, and that's what I was next going to explain. You can get water from that. I'm not sure if it's actually got a cost to that. So, yeah, this, the self-sufficiency, what it does is... Oh, we own the sawmill. I didn't realise we owned that. I'm sure we didn't own that last time. Well, fantastic. Oh, perhaps you do it when you buy the land, as in the for free. Yeah, this is sort of exactly as it says on the tin. It would make a farmer fairly self-sufficient. You could make TMR with it, straw silage. Yeah, and I'm just going to explain this from the top down because it is part of the Let's Play and also obviously a mod that I've made myself. I've tried to... The game obviously does not supply everything you could possibly do to make any of these items. So what I've done is, starting from the lowest things, the easiest things to make would be something like grass silage. If you look at the cost for that, the cost of the minimum, which would be £24, the hay silage, likewise, is a fairly natural process with no extra chemicals needed or things like that. Now, the lime from stone, however, would need a little bit of assistance to actually do that, if you could possibly do it. And so would that be. And the manure from the slurry, a little bit more, definitely. And the mineral feed, quite a lot more. Yeah, the mineral feeds, silage additive is medium. Seeds are medium. There's another one that's expensive. That's medium. There we go, straw silage. If you could possibly do something like straw silage, you'd have to use some natural process to break that down into silage. So, and I would imagine really there'd be a bit of breakdown and a bit of loss. But I've stuck to what everyone else has always done with the straw silage and put a 1-for-1. I might actually tweak that because I am trying to play realistically, where you'd sort of trying to do this as much as you possibly can. Also based upon the old Omatana recipe that she did, which I've always thought one of my favourite things that she ever did in any of her productions. So I mirrored that for this silage and digestate, where we actually get a bit of digestate from this. Now, it has got a couple of items that are self-sufficient. Now, I want this to be self-sufficient. On FS25, I don't want to be doing what I did on FS22, which is to be straight away buying, like making fertilizer and selling fertilizer. This is exactly as it says on the tin. I intend to use this for self-sufficiency. But there are certain things that I would allow. The mineral feed and the silage additive, they are things that you could sell, and the seeds, although you're going to do it for yourself, those I would allow because they're going to take products that you can actually grow yourself. I'm not going to allow us to buy it from the sale point and then immediately like make that. That takes the fun out of the game and the challenge element out. So I'm not going to do that. But anything we produce ourselves, we can pour into this and actually make. And that is my caveat, that I've got to like do this. So really, we've only got grass. There's only one thing we could do straight away, and it would be that. We're going to try to... I'm not sure if the water's free from the cheap buying station. Not sure if it does that at all, whether it actually costs you. We are going to need to buy a tanker, though. So I'm going to buy... Again, I'm trying to test my own mods throughout this, all of the current Let's Play. So we're going to need my barrel that does pretty much everything. We will just have it standard. So that means we can grab water. Let's just test for now and see if we can actually... Yeah, I know this is a little bit longer, but it's sort of like breaking straight into the Let's Play. Let's grab the John Deere. We're going to need to repair this as well. Let's grab that barrel. Just want to see if the Omatana costs. If so, we're going to put a water point down. We're going to sink a well. So going forwards in the future, we've got quite a lot of equipment that is really going to help us, from seeder to hopefully if we get the trailer for the Annaberger, and if not, we could spend 38 grand from it. I'm not going to class this as working. This is just us, me really showing you what we've sort of got and what we've done and all the rest of it. So fairly decent lineup for the future, but for this time we're going to probably have to lease. No, it is this way. You can just about do it. It's going to be a bit of a scrunch. Ooh, we're not repaired the John Deere. I have a sneaky feeling that this actually costs you from this. Not be a lot, but I'm sure that this actually does cost you from here. In which case we'll put a sinker, a tap into the... or we could put a well down. I suppose it probably a well is the most realistic form of like what you would have to do. It's very generous fill, this is as well. Oh, it is free. So really, when you consider that, from Omatana, that is really quite amazing. Let's turn the time up now, because the bottom line is you don't really need, if you are going to use that type of thing, you could put that down instead of a tap, and it's just saved you 500. So really that only costs 1,500, and it then is useful for so much more. Although obviously we've got to keep like charging over that way. So oh, still a bit of a dimmick, I think. It's not quite. Fantastic. So then, for next session, what are we going to do? I think what we'll do is we'll lease the Duet, which we'll get ready now. We're going to also need to lease a windrow. We've got the baler. Now then, that is a point. Trailers, I have almost finished I'm hoping to do one in the morning, actually. So do you know something? I'm going to leave off with the trailer. But there is, I think it's probably under low loaders. If I've not finished it by tomorrow, we'll go for this little beaut here. It's a little bit on the small side, but what I like about this is my kind of trailer. This almost makes me want to like not continue, but I'm going to make mine a little bit bigger. This has got the right kind of stowed away things that don't. You can put something bigger on this. Then yeah, this is sort of like what I would class right now as my replacement for the TPS. So really, if I don't manage to do that in the morning. There is that. There is also, I think it's under flatbed dress. There's also the Lizard self-made, but again, I'm not a massive fan of anything with something on it like that. The bed, I just like it flat. But it has, at least you can stick it further back. So it is, again, the two of those are very much almost TPS replacements. But I really do, of the two of them, I think that one's got my vote slightly more. It's just not quite long enough for my... it really is a little bit small, but it would at a pinch be what I would use for the bales to grab them at the time being. Right, so another thing we're going to have to do is to buy the front loader for I was going to say the Xylon, then it's not, it's the GTA. So then, let's grab this. Now, the one bad thing about the GTA front loader is it's broken. It like keeps getting stuck on this. You've got to reset the tractor, but hey ho. Oh, I didn't know I had that. Oh, amazing. Okay, well that I didn't know actually. Wow. We will indeed. And we're also going to buy, I think it's under trailers, where we're going to make the most of that auxiliary vehicle. I think it is under trailers. Right, it's under miscellaneous then. Yeah, for the GTA, I'm going to buy that from box. That amazing bit of kit that was done for it. I just wish there was one for the Xylon. Bulk. I think we'll do this red as well. Fent red. That is useful for like liming and all that type of stuff. So, of course, we haven't got a fertilizer spreader just yet, but I think right, we want to lease the. Oh yeah, we're also going to need a few bits of more. We're going to need a weight, and I'm going to go for the ton one of the pass-through type, which is that one. We do want it with and with. No, I don't care about that. It's just the pass-through that I really care about. I think we'll probably make that Fent red as well. Oh, wow. I didn't realise it was free. Amazing. And we will also grab a quick for us as well, because we're going to need to do that for the balers. May as well do that Fent red as well. Ooh, wow. That doesn't surprise me. Right. Ooh. I'm going to move that offline, but I'm also going to lease the duet, the Elho, so that we can like get this done. I think I probably could just about manage to do the Fent, to do the baler. I think it's slightly more than it should be able to, but it's 95 horsepower. It's a fairly flattish Crone. It's 100 horsepower, so actually it's only 5 horsepower out, so really it's going to be spot on. If it was a bad field, it might struggle, so yeah, we need to get this lot repaired and everything and get some stuff out of the way. I'm going to do that off camera now. We're down to 261,750. We're going to be working closely with the scene is set for really the beginning of the Let's Play. We've got all the productions we need to actually make a start. This is going to be very useful to us throughout the Let's Play, and it is going to be used as self-sufficiency. That is as it says. So let's drop that. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, we're going to be a few quid down because I'm going to do the repairs and everything, and also I'm going to lease the Elho, and I think we'll go for the... I'll just show you. I can't think of its name. In the windrowers. What is it called? The Samaz. Yeah, that one there for 19,500. We'll lease that one, definitely. So that's what's going to happen. Oh. Well, I never. Oh, right. Oh, right, so that's actually bigger and cheaper. That's quite amazing. Right, so that I'm going to do that now off camera. So there will be... I'm not going to bother with things we're not using at present, though. We don't really need to do the Red Rock trailer or the roller or the Elho, stone picker, all of those type of things. We don't need at all at present. So, yeah, but I'm going to get everything else going, and then I'm going to lease the Elho duet, and hopefully you'll join me next session where we're actually going to get a little bit of work done. So the scene is set, and we shall see what we shall see. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this because it's a real start from scratch. So yeah, I'm going to hopefully see you next session.